Hello everyone, and welcome to my Hot Button Behavior Plan and Discussion presentation. In this presentation, we'll be going over the Code of Ethics, Rights of the Child, some hot button behaviors of mine, a before, during, and after plan on how to deal with these behaviors, and also a reflection on the course at the end. Starting off with Code of Ethics. We must respect all children's differences and backgrounds. Children are best understood and supported in the context of family, culture, community, and society. Going more in depth with this, the term culture includes ethnicity, racial identity, economic level, family structure, language, and religious and political beliefs, which profoundly influence each child's development and relationship to the world. We also must welcome all families and encourage them to participate in the program. Support the rights of each child to play and learn in an inclusive environment that meets the needs of children with and without disabilities, and as well as create and maintain a safe and healthy setting that fosters children's social, emotional, cognitive, and physical development. Now moving into the rights of the child. No child should be treated unfairly for any reason, and this pretty much goes over any type of discrimination. This is a big thing that I preach about in my classroom. I try to teach my children that everyone should be accepted and treated fairly, that our uniqueness is what makes us special, and that everyone is different in their own ways, and that's okay. So following up with that with a quote, all children have all these rights no matter who they are, where they live, what language they speak, what their religion is, what they think, what they look like, if they're a boy or a girl, if they have a disability, if they are rich or poor, and no matter who their parents or family are or what the parents or family believe or do. No child should be treated unfairly for any reason. Children should always be in a comfortable and safe environment they can develop in, and every child has the right to an education. Now moving on into hot button behaviors. The 3 hot button behaviors I chose that really do affect me in the classroom are hitting other children, lying, and not listening or talking back. So for hitting, I get very frustrated when I see another child hurting someone else in my classroom. I tend to get mad very quickly and raise my voice. I usually remove the child who was hitting from the situation to calm their body, and when they are ready to come back to the situation, their body is calm, they're asked to apologize to the other child involved. Another one is lying. When a child lies to me, I feel very disrespected. I tend to get very stern. I give them the opportunity to tell me the truth and let them know that if they do tell me the truth, they will not be in as much trouble. But if they continue to lie, there will be greater consequences. And the last one is not listening and talking back. This is one of my more annoying hot button behaviors for me. I work with 4-year-olds, and the word no, or just the blatant wanting to do the opposite of what I ask them just to do it, just really gets under my skin, and I'm sure for a lot of other teachers as well. I tend to get very annoyed and frustrated easily when a child does this. The child is given a few opportunities to follow the desired behavior, otherwise they do need to owe some time or be removed from the center for a little while if they do not want to do what is asked of them, or if they are just blatantly being disrespectful or disobedient. To address the full range of challenging behaviors that occur in early childhood classrooms, teachers need a comprehensive approach that focuses not only on addressing challenging behavior, but also, more importantly, on what to do to prevent challenging behavior from occurring in the first place. Starting off with a before plan, we should be thinking about what challenges or distractions may arise during an activity. Is this an activity that all children will be able to focus on and complete? Are there any other toys or distracting centers going on in the classroom? And is there too many children in the center that can cause for some distractions or arguments to occur? Make sure children are aware of the rules and expectations before performing an activity. I usually go over the activity and what the children are expected to do before I actually just send them off to go and do it. And I also decide how I will respond if a situation does arise. When children engage in behavior that pushes your buttons, it is important to be intentional in how you respond. Making a plan will help you remain calm when you respond, By being calm, you will be able to objectively observe a child's behavior and think about what the behavior is communicating. This will help you respond in a way that is supportive of the child. This is also for during the situation when it occurs. I tend to pause and take a breath, step back for a moment to remain calm. I do my best to try and use a positive voice and attitude. And then I also help the child use the preferred method to calm down. Some of my children like to just leave the center, go sit down in the cozy corner and relax. They usually hold the stuffed animal, squeeze it. Sometimes going for a walk goes a long way, just removing them from the classroom. We talk in the hallway. Not exactly about the situation, but just things in general to get their mind off of something. And sometimes just having them be in another room, go and talk to another teacher or another friend. Sometimes it can go a long way. And when I need a break myself, sometimes I ask help from a co-teacher if needed. If I'm not getting anywhere with the child, I do try to find another outlook or a way to help the child find a better method. And the after plan. We should be reflecting. This will be identifying our emotions, the child's emotions, what the child was trying to tell me, looking for another strategy that may have worked better. Sometimes in the moment we aren't thinking about how we appropriately should be handling a situation, and if it is the most beneficial way to handle it for the child. And I think we should be using that as a learning experience for future issues that may occur in the classroom. We also should be connecting, reflecting on the situation with a coworker. Sometimes you kind of lose sight of yourself when you are in these situations. You try to remain calm, but that doesn't always happen. And sometimes just talking to another coworker and seeing what they think about the situation or any advice they may have for me does go a long way. And finding positive ways to reconnect with the child and strengthen your relationship. Sometimes when bad behaviors to say may occur or something doesn't go the right way, it can have a negative impact on the relationship with the child and the teacher, and it is very important to go back and try to fix it or find a way that we both can move on from the situation and grow. And now moving on to the reflection. Some things I learned in the class over the past 7 weeks is a child's problematic behavior is a way of them communicating something they need. We need to look for ways to help the child rather than focusing solely on the negative behavior. We need to find the root of the problem and how to resolve it rather than just focusing on the bad behavior and just discipline. Positive relationships with families help us have an insight on the child's home life and cultural background, and positive praise goes a very long way in the classroom. There are other ways to correct undesirable behavior rather than just saying no or almost being a drill sergeant and telling them what they should and should not be doing. Children feed off of your energy and can sense stress and agitation, and it is important to remain calm in a situation and stay positive. Teachers are the front lines of making things more right. You are the holders of precious communities of children, their caretakers, their advocates, their teachers. We adults are going to one day leave this world to the children sitting in your classrooms. They will be tasked with caring for the babies, the elders, the ailment planet. We need them to do a better job than we have. Let's start by offering them a solid model of how to teach and love so we might all finally begin to learn freedom.